Okay, so those trees just had browning up to about 10 or 20 feet, and I wanted to show you the mild evidence right next to the absolute proof of plasma fire. That way you know that what you're seeing there, when you're just seeing the mild evidence, is in fact plasma fire. But now I'm going to take you over to that piece, which is right here next to where we started. That pole right there has the pit in it that we started looking at. So here's the plasma pit that we first started filming, and I've come across the fence now so that, and that's the Utah Health and Human Services Department right there, I think. Anyway, here's more of the same, which is why this whole thing probably came down. See the pit that it burned in it. So it burns these pits out, even when it doesn't have those metal bolts. It has this tendency to burn the pits. But the one I saw from across the street was right over here, I think. I can see the burning on that pole and this one and this one, but it was this one that caught my eye. You can see that it's completely burned out, the post from here to here. I'm not sure how well it's really picking this up because of the glare and the angle and stuff. Yeah. So, for some reason, it just looks like it's not really picking much up. Here you can see it burnt out this whole square post inside of there. Anyway, since that one's not filming very well due to lighting and whatnot, move on to this one. You can see that. And you can see all these little spots all over it. This one's got all the same spots. This one's got some burning. Ooh, look at these. See if I can pull one of these suckers up out of here. Oop. And you can see how fire don't do that. Yeah, it's unburned on this side. Straight line burn going up that side. That's what I found at my neighbor's house when the plasma fire struck right next door. It was a post that was sticking out of the ground. Square post. It was burnt on two sides. This one happens to be burnt on three sides. But you can see the perfect straight line on that edge right there. Okay, I just noticed a couple of these pieces are burnt, like right here on the tips. I thought, let's check that out. We should probably put his piece back so that, you know, if they say, what the hell are you doing? I say, I feel me plasma fire. I'm surprised these tires didn't turn to dust. The steel belts within them often attract the electricity. Anyway, maybe we'll get something else on the way out. So I just wanted to get a video of this. You notice it's browner here than here. You'll see that on all the telephone poles all across the country. And that's the evidence of plasma fire. But I stopped to get this telephone pole because I've noticed this burning pattern. It always seems to be on the street side. Maybe it's actually on the sun-facing side. Because of this shadow that's being cast. We may not be able to see what I'm trying to show you here very well. It's unburned here all the way around, and it's got a burn strip right there. But due to the lighting, I'm not sure if I'm really going to be able to capture this and There you can kind of see it. See how it's unburned all the way down. Here we're in line with the burn streak. There it's unburned again. So anyway, I can't see it in my camera, so I'm gonna move on. This one's got a good example of how it's darker on the bottom. And you got the burn strip right here. I still don't know if you can really see that because of the lighting. But you can see the speckled burn pattern where it's actually turned pieces of it to charcoal. Anyway, let's get one more piece of that charcoal. So when you see them brown on the bottom part and white up above, it's because the oil ran down to the bottom. And for whatever reason, it burns harder on the bottom. This one gives an example of how they actually turn white on the bottom. And there's one near my house that has this whitening at the bottom. And Daniel from Logic Before Authority said maybe they're painting it because they know about it. And I said, no, I've seen this whitening pattern happen before, but I'm gonna include a link in the description where one of these poles had a hole chewed out of it right here, and they put a metal brace with a ring bracket here and a ring bracket here so that the part that had been chewed out wouldn't let the whole pole snap over. And that was in, I was headed to the hot springs, Honeyville, Utah. I'll include that link in the description.